At first, I didn't want to make a complaint. I wanted to, I wanted to be funny, and so I came up with this idea. I would say, my 6 words, I'd say, Jew again? But what about me? But, he, but even that was like kind of serious because I was wondering about what it would be like not to be anticipated by a sense of culture, religion, or race, not to be alienated from the self by the perception not only of others, but who you and I have been taught to be. So instead, I decided to be even less funny. And I came up with what's back there, black Jew, both outsiders, even here. Because I lived in the house of my mother, the child of Eastern European immigrant Jews, and my father, the descendant of slaves stolen from Africa, because I was reared around peoples who knew each other without having to speak the same language. Both sides of my family knew by heart the road that we'd all traveled, from the Holocaust to Santa Monica, from the slave pens to emancipation, from ghettos and hangman, from racial stereotypes to public burnings, from humor derived through pain and homelessness over and over again. We knew each other. We understood the signs and scars and sigils and the segregation, racism, and hatred piled upon each other's souls. And I reflected both beings. Inside, I was aware not only of being hated, but also of hating myself from 2 points of view in the same mind, of wanting to escape not only oppression, but also repression, self-abnegation. There was joy in my appreciation of Chaim and Leroy, Aunt Fanny and Hollister Fontenot, but there was also a trepidation. This because I became aware of a tide that is governed by forces that even Einstein could not conquer. As we, the hated and feared and used people, were torn apart from the outside and in, I, Walter Mosley, also felt the forces of history pulling apart the sides of my family. The elder blacks and Jews were dying out, and modernity had eschewed any kind of history that didn't turn a profit. The young people are forgetting what bound the disparate sides of my family together. And so that delicate bond, so beautiful and revealing, is scarring over with antipathy that derives from ignorance and a brand of self-hatred that identifies the me in you and hates you for it. A hatred that disguises itself as self-love, but is really its opposite. Thank you.